bath. Man, this team is a bit touchy-feely, isn't it? And they give him his spiffy team jacket, but he rips the sleeves to make a bandana like he had before. In the next episode, technically a filler, we get some more character development in the form of Cole laughing off the Ranger Rulebook, which I imagine is more of a procedural system than actual rules given the size of that binder, and saying that the only rule they need is teamwork. Shayla gives the background of the animarium, conveniently juxtaposed with a mother reading to her son from a storybook the exact same story. This is a profoundly stupid way of providing exposition, since the whole background of your series shouldn't be available from the children's book department.
Long time ago, 3,000 years to be exact, there existed a peaceful paradise where beautiful plants grew.
Animals and humans coexisted side by side. Everyone lived in harmony. This was the kingdom of Animaria.
Humans and animals honored each other, and everyone respected the importance of nature. There was nothing but joy and beauty in all our lives. But then was suddenly shattered when a great evil emerged from underground, sending destruction across the land. Master Org. He attacked nature and humanity alike with his vile toxins.
Fought bravely against the evil orcs, allowing me to escape with the help of my protector. He took me to the temple in the Valley of the Wild Swords.
Wait!
There, protected by your 5 animal guardians, I entered a long suspended sleep, waiting for the time when the world would need us once again. Then, the ancient warriors lifted the entire valley up into the sky, creating a safe haven called Animarium. Finally, the ancient warriors destroyed the Master Org and entombed the remaining leaders of the orcs where they remained until now. But over the years, humans have allowed the world to become polluted.
Oh boy, here we go.
The earth has become so weakened that the evil orcs can rise again.
You know, that jungle that Cole was living in looked pretty damn pristine. Speaking of, here's the explanation for why Cole is leader.
As the lion is king of the jungle, so is his chosen ranger.
Really? That's the reason? Geez, maybe we do need that Ranger rulebook.
Mommy, is it real? Is there really Animarian?
No, honey, it's only a story.
Will you read it again? Please read it again.
Yeah, Mommy, tell me more about the horrible destruction of the perfect paradise. Alyssa, while on a field trip with her class to an archaeological site, uncovers a seal with the Rangers' animals on it while hearing an elephant. Alyssa and Cole take Princess Shayla to it, wanting to see if she recognizes it. However, Master Org senses it and kidnaps the princess. When Shayla says she can't release the trapped animal since the animal spirit needs to choose its guardian, Master Org blasts the seal. However, when Alyssa touches the rock face, she's given a new orb that she can put on her sword, releasing the elephant sword. Shayla explains that there were many power animals in the past, but only 5 came into the animarium. That means there could be more waiting to be discovered. One night, Toxica thinks she smells a human in the caverns, and as she investigates, she sees Master Org apparently able to move the horn on his head. Next, the Rangers retrieve a giraffe, that for some reason was hiding in the water, for Max. In the following episode, we see a flashback from Taylor about how, as an Air Force pilot, she discovered her eagle sword and crashed on the floating animarium, awakening Princess Shayla. She also apparently let everyone believe she was dead. Kind of a bummer, especially since we never get an explanation of why she doesn't tell anyone she's alive, though it does explain why she can be so grouchy. Subsequently, she also retrieves 2 new animal swords at the same time, a black bear that controls fire, and a polar bear that controls ice. While in a forest, Cole encounters Master Org.
You're the one responsible for all this destruction.
Impressive, isn't it?
It's not impressive. It's pathetic. You're nothing but a coward.
I fear nothing. It is you who should be feared.
Ouch. As Cole gets tossed around, the photo of his parents drops to the ground. Master Org takes it, and we get a flashback of Cole's parents fleeing from someone who looks like Master Org. Cole's father saying that he must have taken the seeds. The flashback ends with Cole's parents being killed and revealing that the baby was hidden away. Cole also retrieves another Zord, a gorilla. With the gorilla, they're able to form a new Megazord, the Conga Zord. The main story continues in Curse of the Wolf. Master Org dispatches a monster, General Nazor, to unlock another Duke Org, one extraordinarily faster and stronger than the Rangers.
I am the Duke Org, Zenaku.
It freezes the Elephant Zord's orb and takes it, walking off and swearing revenge for being locked away for 3,000 years. Toxica states that there's something unusually familiar about Zenaku. Zenaku makes it clear that he works for no one.
My only goal is revenge against the Rangers.
We see Zenaku have flashbacks about his fight with the 5 ancient warriors, though we apparently can't remember all the details, including how he came to look like he does. Zenaku also heals an injured Alyssa while she's unconscious, though attacks the Rangers when they're reunited. They morph and fight Zenaku, managing to force him back a little.
And only we can use the power of the animal crystals, not some orgs.
Are you so certain only you possess crystals?
He summons the hammerhead shark, alligator, and wolf dark Zords using a flute, very reminiscent of Tommy's dragon dagger. While the Rangers fight Zenaku, the Wild Zords face their dark counterparts. Despite superior numbers and firepower, the Dark Zords are simply too much for the Wild Zords. Toxica suddenly recalls there being a wolf at the final battle 3,000 years ago. Shayla gives backstory on the Dark Zords, that they used to be good, but Zenaku is so powerful that he made them do evil deeds. The Dark Zords, in turn, can combine to make his own Megazord, the Predazord. I will say the Predazord looks more than a little silly with a big-ass gator head sticking out of its chest. Though what's especially silly is that the thing can flatten out, so why does it bother making it stick out when it first forms? In the aftermath of the battle, Zenaku takes the crystal for the Giraffe Zord. Toxica talks with Zenaku and mentions how it must be difficult to work with Master Org after what happened 3,000 years ago, but Zenaku doesn't know what she's talking about. In the battle that follows with the Rangers, Zenaku is able to summon the Elephant and Giraffe Zords to his side, even able to combine them with the Predazord as the Rangers could. Shayla heads down to where Zenaku was released, attempting to get more information about him. Zenaku kidnaps her when he recognizes the necklace she's wearing.
Where did you get that necklace, Princess? And why do you wear it?
Someone very special gave it to me a long time ago. I wear it in memory of that person.
Zenaku doesn't know why he remembers it. In the ensuing battle, Shayla is rescued, but the Bear Zords are taken. Though more interestingly, Shayla notices that Zenaku was bleeding. As more of Zenaku's memories return, he recalls seeing some sort of shining Megazord. During his next Zord battle with the Rangers, the shining Megazord appears in the sky and speaks, telling him to remember. Shayla recognizes it as a being called Animus.
That was Animus, ancestor of the Wild Force Megazord. He fought in the Battle of Animaria 3,000 years ago. I don't know why he would speak to Zenaku. Before, he would only speak to the 6 warriors. Six warriors?
Yeah, what the hell, Shayla? Every other time she mentioned them, it was only 5. Zenaku gets infected with an insect that rewrites his memories, while the Rangers speculate about how nothing seems to add up about Zenaku, and Shayla brings up his bleeding. Taylor suggests that maybe he's actually human. Zenaku hands over the Rangers' Zords to General Nazor. Shayla talks to the other Rangers and says that Animus came to her in a vision and explained what happened 3,000 years ago after Master Org was defeated by the ancient warriors. Apparently Zanaku was the sixth warrior named Merrick, who had tricked Master Org somehow using the wolf mask. However, the wolf mask was cursed and he couldn't remove it, and it was causing him to become evil. He begged the other warriors to destroy him, but instead they sealed him away. Combining several clues together, the Rangers realize that the moon is what's powering the wolf mask. They fight Zanaku, but are unable to convince him of the truth, partially thanks to the bug in his head. However, before he makes the killing stroke, Animus casts a shadow over the moon to block it. With the moon fully eclipsed, he reverts back to Merrick. Merrick gives more details about why he became Zanaku. Animus was destroyed by Master Org, and Merrick took it upon himself to wear the cursed wolf mask of Zanaku, and used its power to destroy Master Org. When they inform him that Shayla is awake, he tries to tell them how to break the curse, but the shadow falls from the moon and he becomes Zanaku again. Shayla